Hi, grade 12s. Today we are doing double angles and we are simply practicing using it. So let's look at number A1. They give us sine 4A. Okay, and they want you to expand on this, eh? Now, because it's sine, we only have one double angle for sine. And it's this angle here on your formula page. Let me explain the double angle. Sine 2A, you always look at this angle and you divide this by 2. So this 2 and this 2 will cancel. So I'm left with A. So when you expand this, it becomes 2 sine A cos A. And this A and this A comes from that. Okay, so I'm going to do that the whole time now, just to explain and practice the double angle. So this is sine 4A. So you're going to circle 4A. And we're going to say 4A over 2. 4A over 2. 4 over 2 is 2. And I have an A left. So this angle becomes 2 sine 2A cos 2A. Where do I get the 2A from? I get it from the answer. So the next question is sine 50. And you have to expand it using your double angle. So let's do it. I'm going to circle 50. And then I'm going to do a side note. 50 divided by 2 is 25. So when I expand this, it becomes 2 sine 25 cos 25. Where does the 25 come from? It comes from the answer here. The next question is sine A, and you have to expand using double angles. So let's do our side note again. We circle the angle, and then we say that angle over 2. So can you see? This is the same as a half A. This is exactly the same as this. But okay, let's go. So this becomes a 2 in front. Sine A over 2 or a half A times cos A over 2 or a half A. Where do I get this from? I got it from there. And that's how you expand double angles. Let's do the cos double angle at number B now. Okay, for the cos double angle, we have 3 options. So whenever you have to apply the cos double angle, you can use any one of the 3. But because it's our first time doing it, I'm going to do all 3 for practice. This will be on your formula page. You can either use that one, or you can use that one, or you can use any one. You can use the last one. I'm going to use all 3 because it's the first time we're doing it. Let me explain the cos double angle first. So cos 2A, this is the normal double angle, eh? The first thing you do, you circle this and you do a side note. So double angle is always divided by 2 if you have to expand. This and this will cancel. I'm left with A. So you have 3 options. I told you can either use this one. So let's go. So this becomes cos squared A minus sine squared A. This A and that A came from this A. Another way to write it is 2 cos squared A minus 1. This A comes from this A that we worked out. Or you can write it as 1 minus 2 sine squared A. This A comes from this A that we worked out. So you can use any one of these. But eventually you have to choose one when we get to complicated questions. But for now, we are just practice. Number 1 says you have to expand cos 6A using double angles. So for this one, I'm going to do all 3 for you. So let's do the first one. So step number 1, before we even start, circle this and do a side note. So on the side, this is 6A divided by 2. It's a double angle, so we divide by 2. The answer is 3A. So here, wherever there's an A, our angle is now 3A. So let's go. I'm going to do all 3. For the first one, it's cos squared 3A minus sine squared 3A. This and this comes from that. Let's say you don't want to use the first one. You want to use the second one. So then the second one will become 2 cos squared, not A, 3A minus 1. Or you can say 1 minus 2 sine squared, not A, 3A. Remember, 3A and 3A comes from the 3A that we worked out. Okay, let's look at number 2. Number 2 says cos 80. We have to expand using the double angle formula. So step number 1, because it's double, circle this and do a side note. 80 over 2 gives me 40. So now here, wherever there's an A, we're going to replace it with 40. Okay, let's start. Let's expand. You can either use the first one, which is cos squared A, but we're not going to say A, we're going to say 40, minus sine squared, not A, but 40. Or you can say 2 cos squared, not A, 40 minus 1. Or you can say 1 minus 2 sine squared, not A, but 40. Where does the 40s come from? It comes from this. Or you can say it comes from half of this. So for number 3, we have to expand using double angles. But here we have cos A. So let's go. So circle, do a side note. A over 2. Is A over 2 or it's a half A? It depends on what you like, eh? So now, here, wherever there's an A, we're going to write A over 2. For the first option, it's cos squared A over 2. You can put it in brackets like that. Minus sine squared A over 2. Or if you want to use the second formula, it's 2 cos squared A over 2 minus 1. Or it's 1 minus 2 sine squared A over 2. Can you see wherever there was an A, it's A over 2 that we got here. Or you can say I got the angle because A over 2 is half of A.